sit back, relax, and enjoy, because, ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime!
It's not gonna happen, and Daniel McMillan,
Pennsylvania native, kept here winning here at Pocono.
Third win of the season, and win the championship.
Ryan Benjamin with the last lap pass.
And he is going to score the victory in the Minute Maid 300.
Salmon Oskin, third win of the season.
He's gonna get it and only leads 3 laps today!
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
Two races to go until the New Era Cup Series playoffs begin, and we are in Illinois at the Illinois Fairgrounds for the first time ever in New Era Cup Series history. It's the second ever NOFSRL New Era Cup race on the dirt. This is the Ace Hardware Battle, round 25 of the New Era Cup Series season. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Mario Scala. Glad you could join us for NOFSRL New Era Cup Series action on the 1 mile clay oval. This track should provide some exciting racing, maybe even more exciting racing than Eldora. We've got a full 40 car field here set. No heats were needed for the race, so qualifying was just done via the time trials. But this should be a good one. And even when you look at how the playoff picture looks. Now last week, before we went off the air, we said 12 drivers were in. Well, actually, it was a discrepancy. We forgot that some drivers could still be in danger of missing the top 16, those that have a win, because of being the first one out. Obviously, not being top 30, but being above the top 30, and some drivers being below like 27th or 28th, etc., whoever may be and have the 16th and final spot in. So, as we look at it now, 9 drivers are currently locked in. Diego Rossello, Zachary Fitzwater, Eric Monaco, Ethan Hoffman, CJ Williams, Luke Rainey, Eagle Barretto, and Carter Friesen, plus Brian Ferris. 9 drivers are currently in. Now, here's how some of the scenarios look today for some specific drivers. Now, these may be off by a few points or spots, so, like I said, these aren't official. But Colin Denton, 117 points above in 17th. He just needs to be 33rd or better. Brian Webb needs to be 30th or better. Edwin Mendes needs to be 23rd or better. Now you got to look at some other scenarios here. Patrick Smith in the 14. Currently, he is not above the magic number of 120 coming into today's race. Today, he could clinch a playoff spot by being above that magic number of 60 by a few things. Guaranteed ahead of Marty Johnson and Gatlin Downey. They hold the first spot out and the final spot, the first spot out in the top 30 alone. Or at most 12 spots behind Marty Johnson, 17 possibly as well, depending on if they're in the front of if Johnson's near the front, or Gatlin Downey does not receive stage points at all. Tyler Marco can clinch a playoff spot by more things though. Obviously ahead of Marty Johnson and Gatlin Downey. But the bigger factor here, if Stuart Gray, Zach Ryan, and Mitchell Collins still win, Marco could clinch a playoff spot today because those 3 drivers are higher in points without a win coming in. And if they win, they could eliminate another driver we'll talk about in a little bit. Besides the ahead of the 12 and the 52, at most 8 points behind Marty Johnson, or 13 depending on if Johnson's in the front, or Gatlin Downey does not win or receive stage points. Now, the thing is now with Neil Clifford, if any of those guys higher in points win today, get their first win of the season, Neil Clifford would then be the first one out of the playoffs. So he is hoping really badly that someone gets win number 2 on the season, or someone gets their first win and is behind him in points. So a lot to digest as well. And one more thing as well, possibly. Diego Rossello in the 9 could possibly clinch the regular season. If he finishes 3rd or better, he will get that and the 15 additional playoff points. He is 54 points up on Zachary Fitzwater coming in. With 2 races until the playoffs begin. A lot of stuff on the line here. So this should be a fun one today here at the Illinois Fairgrounds in Springfield, Illinois. Time to give you the starting lineup for the Ace Hardware battle. And on the pole, it's Benny Watson in the 38 looking for that first win of the year. Next to him, it is Neil Clifford in the 53, Pocono winner. Row number 2, you got Zach Ryan and Alex Lozano. If Ryan wins, he's into the playoffs. Row 3, you got Colin Denton, the Nashville winner. Tristan Allen, the 4th row. Nathan Stapleton, Coke 600 winner. Carter Friesen. Row 5, Las Vegas winner Tyler Markle and Eli Bright, the 6th row. Luke Rainey and Justin Zidell. Row 7, Jacob Britz, Mitchell Collins, he wins. He's in. Row 8, Casey Nanico, Stuart Grand, the 9th row. Zach Winkle, John Andrews. Row 10, Zachary Fitzwater, Christian Vargas. To the rest of the grid we go. Gatlin Downey, Eagle Barretto, Daniel Voiles, Brian Webb, Patrick Smith, Ethan Hoffman, Johnny Garner with an amazing scheme we'll talk about in a little bit. CJ Williams, Brian Ferris, Diego Rossello, Owen Miles, Steve Morgan, Marty Johnson, Derek Hamill, Jonathan Logan, Eric Monaco, Edwin Mendes, Matt Tuck, your final row, Matthew Logan, and Jesse Turner rounds out at the tail end of the grid. As we roll these drivers off, let's give you how the race format looks. 75 laps today around this 1 mile clay oval. It's a 1 mile dirt track, so it's 75 miles as well. The stages will end at laps 20, 40, and 75. We'll get the race restarted because of Mr. Nathan Stapleton. Alright, everyone's rolling off. Everyone looking good. The fuel window. Remember, this is 2x strategy, and usually it's about 99 laps. So here it is about 48 laps. So expect just about a one-stop race. Should be a good one again. Like I said, a lot of storylines coming in. Who is going to get the win is the question. I am looking at this man starting in 5th. Colin Denton, the 34. He can win any track. And I believe last time we went to a new track or a new venue, he won, which was the Nashville Super Speedway. Pace car makes a left-hand turn to pit road. Benny Watson and Neil Clifford will make up the front row. Strap in and hold on tight because, in the words of Steve Owens, the voice of Land of Legends Raceway, these men, by the grace of God and 800 horsepower, are about to go to work. And ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime here at Springfield. Off of corner number 2, Benny Watson goes up to the outside. Here comes Zach Ryan in the 22 down onto the bottom of the track. Colin Denton looking behind him. They're 2 by 2 going into turn 3. You see some 3 wide happening there in the 3rd corner. And Zach Ryan on the high banks of the Illinois State Fairgrounds will go to the point. And here comes Colin Denton looking for 2nd. At the stripe, he was in 3rd. He takes it 3 wide to the bottom of the track. Going for the point there. 3 wide for the lead. And 3 wide as well for 4th on track. Eli Bright coming up through the pack as well. He's up to 4th, and he's looking for 3rd on Benny Watson. Denton had a run going into turn 3, but it did not work out. Zach Ryan had a lot of bite on that exit. We've already got our first yellow on the track. And it's for Ethan Hoffman and Diego Rossello in the 18 and 9. They've already punched their ticket into the playoffs. But Rossello, the chances of clinching the regular season championship may not happen today. Look at the left side damage he's got to that 9 machine. So under the first caution, everyone slows him down. We'll bundle them up. 2 laps already in the books. And you've got Zach Ryan as the race leader. Colin Denton 2nd. Benny Watson 3rd. Eli Bright 4th. Nathan Stapleton rounds out the top 5. Don't think we'll see these drivers come in at all. As you can see, there's the pit entry off turn 4. No one's going to go because they'll just be using an extra set of tires. But everyone's still bunched up here in the back of the pack. Is that damage I saw to another car? No, I did not. I was just trying to figure out. They're all just going to get out to a single file line. So let's look at the replay and see what happened between these 2 drivers. So this was in the back of the pack, and it's a 4 wide situation. You got Jonathan Logan on the bottom, then from down to up, Rossello, Brian Webb, and Igor Barretto. Let's see if we can get this set for you on slow-mo. Yeah, Rossello and Logan just hooked together. And Ethan Hoffman's going to have nowhere to go. Up in the outside, they go into the wall. Jonathan Logan makes a nice save thanks to the 9 and the 18 going around. but it affected them the most. And once the 95 and 32 got by, it brought the yellow out. So let's see what happened in real time. So around they go. We will watch the onboard with Diego Rossello from the visor cam as the first yellow is out. So around they go as the first yellow is out in today's race. Zach Ryan, the race leader. We'll be right back. Let's get ready for the restart here in Illinois. 1 to go until we get the green flag. I told you when we were going through the starting lineup, we'd talk about a specific driver's paint scheme. And it belongs to the 2 car of Johnny Garner, not running his Pertec colors like usual. And that is because he's running a tribute scheme in honor of his grandmother, who recently passed away from ovarian cancer. So a special scheme in honor of her will be run for the next 2 races. So yeah, look out for this 2 car. Johnny Garner is on a mission. He is not only racing for a win, but more importantly, racing for his beloved grandmother. So we recommend stack him up for the first restart of the day. Garner's teammate, Zach Ryan, is leading. Colin Denton, 2nd. Benny Watson, 3rd. Eli Bright is 4th. Nathan Stapleton, 5th. Alex Lozano, 6th. Carter Friesen, 7th. Jacob Ritz, 8th. Tristan Allen, 9th. Casey Danicle rounds out the top 10. An all single file restart. Every car is still on track and on the lead lap. I think we'll have them all going. Neil Clifford actually having an issue in the 53. Unscheduled stop for him. So we go back to green. The 22 car out in front at the Springfield Mile. Good restart there for Eli Bright. Up to 3rd already on Benny Watson. Takes that away. Stapleton doesn't capitalize on it. Here they go down the back straightaway. Tristan Allen thinking about a 3 wide situation here on the 37 and 88 going into turn 3. Some drivers go way wide up the banking there on the clay oval. But it's still Zach Ryan out in front. Nathan Stapleton, the Brickyard for Horn, we're loose into turn 1. Drives it in deep and takes the position away. He's up to 4th. Tristan Allen goes to 5th. We're going 3 wide for 6th. Here comes Jacob Ritz onto the bottom of the racetrack. That cushion not working just yet here at the Illinois State Fairgrounds. But man, what a jam session here going across the start-finish line. Tristan Allen goes up to 4th position. That's some wild racing there. Meanwhile, your top 3 have pulled away. Ryan with the lead. It's got about a half-second lead on Denton. And Eli Bright's 3rd. Allen goes up to 4th. Jacob Ritz, Nathan Stapleton are battling for 5th. Here comes Stapleton's teammate, Justin Zidell, onto the bottom in the 1 machine. He's got Carter Friesen on his outside. Zach Winkle pushing Zidell on the bottom. Remember, stage 1, 20 laps. We got another car down pit road. A few of them. Did the yellow come out? I think it did. Nope, we just had some takers, some goers. That's interesting. Marty Johnson coming into the 12th. Jonathan Logan was also in. Brian Webb, Stuart Grant. A lot of cars with more damage than usual. You saw Eric Monaco down the pits. I don't know what happened there. Did some guys jump the restart? No, they were all stopped down there in their pits. So I don't know what that was all about. But that's interesting. Stapleton and Brits go at it. Whoa! Stapleton's got to hang on again. He has been really loose in the entry. He's trying to get by that 98 of Allen. Gatlin Downey out there as well. He is not battling for a position at the moment. Is Stapleton going to take it 3 wide down to the bottom of the track? He's looking down low. That's the best line here at the Illinois State Fairgrounds. Downey gets a little bit loose, trying to get back on the gas way early there. Off of turn 4. We almost go 4 wide here. Zach Winkle has second thoughts on it. Meanwhile, the gap has definitely come down there. Colin Denton on the rear end of Zach Ryan. Ryan just outside of the top 10 in series points coming in. But remember what I said in the starting lineup. A win would put him in, and it would not be what the 53 machine of Neil Clifford wants at all. Because he is, because obviously Zach Ryan ahead of Neil Clifford in points. He is hoping that Colin Denton gets win number 2 of the season. Now, how does Derek Hamill play a possible factor in this battle for the race lead? I am not too sure, though, but we will have to wait and find out. Oh, Ryan. Not a good entry there for him in 3 and 4. This opens the door for Colin Denton. Trying to get to the inside for the race lead. Take you on board for a lap here with the 34. Obviously on the dirt, slow lap times about 31 seconds here. Minimum speed just about 95 miles an hour, and he's got to run up to the quarter panel of the 22. Peaking just over 130 miles an hour, a little bit loose there on the entry of turn 3. Ryan with a lot of bite there on that exit, but he's still trying that bottom side. Here we go for the race lead. Colin Denton trying to make another green flag pass here at the Springfield Mile in the 8th Hardware Battle. Can't get it done there just yet. A little bit loose into turn 1's Colin Denton. It was 4/100ths of a second the margin there at the stripe. Colin Denton, a lot of bite there on the low line on the exit. Denton to the lead as Zach Ryan almost scrapes the outside wall. Focus up here as well. Stapleton now starting to lose spots. There's Winkle. There's Allen down low on the 42 and the 77. 5 laps to go in stage 1 at the stripe. A yellow will end the stage, and we already got some more cars on the pits. Jonathan Logan again on the right side is getting looked at. Something's going on with Eric Monaco. I don't know what the deal is with a bunch of these drivers. If you look on board with Zachary Fitzwater, there's no glitch going on. So I don't know if there's some issue with the clay whatsoever. I don't know, but we've had some good racing, though, especially for the race lead so far. So currently we've got 27 cars on the lead lap. Derek Hamill would love a yellow flag to come out right now. Does not want to get lapped by Colin Denton, but it would put him on the inside line for the restart. All cars are still on the track, but I don't know if there was like a huge jam up that caused a lot of drivers with damage, or a lot of drivers have a lot of clay stuck in their cars for right now. I'm not too sure, but Denton having a tough time getting by that 32 of Hamill could open the door for Ryan to take the lead back. You got Eli Bright there in third, just a second behind. Justin Zeidel by himself. Go from the aerial shot here, show you the best battle on track. Jacob Britt, Zach Winkle. Look at that. All 3 part-timers that are entered in this race, currently 6th, 7th, and 8th. Had some good qualifying runs, and Jacob Britt, he's up to 6th. Now trying to chase down Justin Zeidel. I think it's 5th, 6th, and 7th for right now, if I recall. But Zach Ryan not giving up on Colin Denton just yet. 2 laps to go on the stage of this 20-lap opening stage. 75 laps the distance today. Colin Denton, the most dominant driver in the New Era Cup Series. Most wins on the Cup all-time wins list. A 2-time All-Star winner. May lose the lead right here. Ryan's got to run on the bottom. A little bit loose there, forces Denton to go wide there, and Ryan's going to use Hamill possibly as a pick here across the stripe. Final lap in stage 1. Denton driving it in deep, going into 1 and 2. Oh, Ryan did not get back on the gas in time, and Denton, playing defense perfectly, retains the race lead. But the yellow is out, that is why. Don't know who it's for. We'll see in a moment, but that's going to put an end to stage 1. And the stage winner is going to be Colin Denton. And everyone's coming down pit road. Now, with everyone coming down, because we're on lap 20, the window about 48 laps. One more stop for these drivers, and I think they'd be good. But you know what, actually? Some of these drivers may get called for pulling up to pit. I'm not too sure. Remember, that's an NR 2003 rule. Not a New Era Cup Series rule. Colin Denton, not a good pit road act. Not a good time there getting into the pits. And he's going to have to get a tow on that 34. Going to lose a ton of spots. See a bunch of other drivers as well staying out because they are a lap down or more. There's Alex Lozano coming down pit road. Messes it up there. Eli Bright's going to win the race off pit road. Colin Denton, though, will win the stage regardless. So let's figure out and see what brought the yellow out. So this will tell us, and yes, this is Diego Rossello. Watch this off of turn 2. I think he just had a flat tire or something. That does not look like an engine issue to me one bit. And his car stopped on the track, which brought the yellow out. We were going to have a good battle for the stage 1 at the end there, and it cost a bunch of drivers. So we get ready for the restart. Eli Bright will be the leader. So my guess here, from what's been going on with Colin Denton, because I don't even think Denton's just getting back on the track. I think he's going to be a lap down. With this left side damage that a bunch of drivers have, that is coming from the pit stops. And when you hit that wall, you're going to have a tough time getting those left sides changed, and it's going to result in an automatic tow for the AI. So that's it. That sucks, though. Really does. Despite the fact that we've had actually really good racing. Eli Bright is the race leader. Justin Zeidel is second. Jacob Britt's third. Zach Winkle fourth. Zach Ryan falls back to fifth there. Casey Nanico sixth. Nathan Stapleton seventh. Carter Friesen eighth. John Andrews ninth. Matthew Logan rounds out the top 10. When we get to the restart, we'll have 27 cars on the lead lap. Pace car is in. While we are at it, we'll just remain quiet for a lap so you can listen along to the pure 800 horsepower engines as Eli Bright brings the field back to the green. Now, for some of these drivers, it's going to be tough getting back onto that inside line, especially if you are the leaders. It's working right now. Bright inside out. We're able to cut down low, but it's still a mob scene in turn 2 as they battle for third. Jacob Britz had third, but he's stuck in the middle line, not where he wants to be. This could help out. Casey Neck, look at that. All 3 of the Rick Ware racing cars that are entered in today's race were just working on the bottom line, trying to help out that 51. And Fitzwater is coming down the pits. I think he's got an issue, unscheduled stop there, and it creates a stack up across the front stretch. A hornet's nest with Brits leading the charge there. Now it belongs to Stuart Gretton. Gatlin Downey doing some work on the inside line with some front end damage. Meanwhile, your leader is still Eli Bright, but he's got to be careful because he is dealing with Eric Monaco right now. Justin Zeidel currently by himself in second. We'll love to see Monaco work on the inside line. I think he just got the word to not go by Bright, and that is being Monaco. Here comes Casey Nanico. Ooh, almost got his teammate there, Neil Clifford, looking for third on the track. He's got Jesse Turner working with him. Turner currently running in 34th spot. After stage 2, we'll keep you locked in on the situations regarding where everyone is that could have a chance to clinch the playoffs. Diego Rossello not looking. It's not going to happen today for the 9. I can guarantee you that. It'll come down to the Daytona Oval next week, or this Saturday night, I should say the latest. Man, look at all those drivers getting loose there into turn 1 as they go door to door for third position. That's Nanico downstairs. Jacob Britz all the way up to the attic. Nearly got the wall there off of 2. Into turn 3. Here comes Daniel Voyles as well in that 47. That is a really good battle as well. Matt Tuck had an issue with a 95 car. I think he was letting the leaders go by. And now Eli Bright working top side. Eric Monaco on the bottom. Definitely not where the A car wants to be, and this could open the door for Justin Seidel unless the yellow flag may be out. No, it is not. That's Benny Watson going down the pits. Here comes Justin Seidel in the 1. This man has just had a lot of bad luck. He made the championship 4 last year. He's gonna be patient here. Wait to make his move on Eli Bright. Stuart Grant not in the battle. Guy in third. It's Daniel Voiles off of turn number 2. Then you got Tristan Allen and Casey Nanico. Man, Allen made up a lot of ground there compared to the previous lap. Seidel goes really wide there in turns 3 and 4. Not working out for him. A win I don't think would put him in yet. Obviously wouldn't put him in yet because of the drivers that are above him that are won. Plus he's not even in the top 30 in points coming in. Way below that, I think. It's not been a good year. Alex Lozano, meanwhile, taking 3rd position away from Daniel Voiles. They're 2 seconds back amongst the top 2 for right now. Brits and Nanico still going at it. There's Zach Ryan in the 22. Almost won stage 1 there. Lost that one to Colin Dent. And he's trying to make up some ground. Some lost time after the pit stops under yellow. 3 wide there. That is for 6th. Jesse Turner threading the needle up the middle. Let's see if that works off of turn 2. Remember, he's not battling for a position. Now up ahead, I think we got some traffic still ahead. There's Colin Denton in the 34 machine. Did he pit again? Nope, he's the last car on the lead lap. So Denton would really like a caution here for right now. But Seidel, he's up to that back bumper of Eli Bright looking for the race lead. But the Aussie, Stuart Grant, as well as Gatlin Downey, trying to spoil the party and help out Alex Lozano in that 88. Lozano's yet to win yet this season. He is in the top 30 coming into today's race. Remember, that is the scenario if you want to be in the playoffs. Right now, you got to have a win, and you guaranteed you have to be in the top 30 right now. Would not be surprised if we saw some real changes at the end of the season that would make it tougher for drivers to get in, as in where you have to be in points if you have a win. Seidel losing a lot of time as teammate Monaco will give a favor to Eli Bright, let him go by. Seidel thought he was going to get stuck on the outside for a moment, open the door for Lozano. The 52-41 will let Lozano go by, and Lozano's got to run for 2nd. Gonna be 6 to go here at the stripe for stage 2. Seidel edges out Lozano there for now. Lozano almost thought about doing a slide job there on the 1, but it's too risky to do that for right now. Meanwhile, Justin is losing time, and here comes Tristan Allen in that 98. Gonna get to the bottom line. Seidel almost shut the door on the 52. First car a lap down for those wondering. It's Neil Clifford in the 53, and that's where he is at the moment. Then you got Igor Barreto in the 77. He's stuck in this pack. It's going to be tough for those guys to get back on the lead lap for right now. And Lozano is there on Eli Bright. It's the 8 versus the 88. A yellow flag, by the way, will end stage 2. Now, does Lozano have a run in 3? Not yet. Take you on board from the viewpoint of Eric Monaco. Ooh, Lozano's got to run on the exit. A lot of bite on that low line. And he's looking on the neutral groove. Across the stripe they go. 4 miles remain in the stage. Alex Lozano goes to the point. Bright falls back to 2nd. Lozano, probably the only highlight he's had this season. Oh, so close to winning the Daytona 500 this year. In the last lap, he had a chance on Marty Johnson for the lead in turn 2. Unfortunately, Johnson had a nice draft off of Carter Friesen, who was the last car on the lead lap at the time, and was able to defend the spot Lozano and get the win. I think Lozano finished 3rd. Tristan Allen, he's made his way up to 3rd. There's Daniel Voiles currently in 4th. Justin Seidel, man. I don't know if he used up all his tires or something. He's back to 5th. Here comes as well that 20 car, Brian Ferris, a two-time winner this season. And Allen's got a run here for second on the track as that 88 is checking out with 2 to go in the stage. 3 wide for second spot. 98 car, he's going to clear the 8 here easily. See who the fastest car on track? It's Allen. 31.597. Your top 2 are the 2 best cars here right now. There's Colin Denson behind the 34. Again, he's hoping for a yellow to come out instantly. It's been some great racing so far today. Brian Ferris gained by Justin Zeidel for 5th spot on the track. And here we go for the final lap in the stage. And there you see a 1.3 second lead for Alex Lozano over Tristan Allen. Allen's just here for fun and for wins, as he is a part-time driver in that 98 High Point Ford Mustang. Off of turn 4. Alex Lozano is going to take stage 2 here in the Ace Hardware battle. There you see, second's going to go to Tristan Allen. Third is Daniel Voiles. 4th, Eli Bright. 5th, Brian Ferris. 6th is Justin Zeidel. Christian Vargas running in 7th. Zach Ryan is 8th. Luke Rainey is 9th. Jacob Britz is 10th. Let's go for a full field rundown while we're at it. Owen Miles now up to 11th over Edwin Mendes. 13th is Tyler Markle. 14th, Casey Nanico. 15th spot is CJ Williams in the 5th, 24. Let's see if we can find him. I swear we just saw him for a little bit. There he is. There's CJ. He's 5th. He is 14th. Nanico now 15th. Nathan Stapleton 16th. 17th, Matthew Logan. 18th, Steve Morgan. 19th, Patrick Smith. Johnny Garner currently running in 20th. 21st is Derek Hamill. 22nd, Mitchell Collins. 23rd, last car in the lead lap is Carter Friesen. Now we go through the rest of the field. Here are the lap cars. 24th is Colin Denton. 25th now is Neil Clifford. 26th, if we can find him, Igor Barreto. 27th is Brian Webb. There he is. 28th is Zach Winkle. There he is. 29th is John Andrews. And I think we just... No, we did not. There he is. He's in 29th. Then we go to 2 laps down. Gatlin Downey's in 30th. 31st belongs to Benny Watson. Got to go back here to try and find him. There he is. And then you got 32nd is Diego Rossello. 33rd, Stuart Graham. 34th is Jesse Turner. 35th, Marty Johnson. 36th, Jonathan Logan. 37th, Zachary Fitzwater. 38th, Matt Tuck. 39th, Ethan Hoffman. And last place right now belongs to Eric Monaco. Brian Ferris has made his way up to 4th position. 4.5 seconds back on leader Lozano. Having a good race. He's been quiet so far today. He's locked into the playoffs, obviously. 2 wins this season, coming at the Atlanta Motor Speedway and Talladega Super Speedway. Last year, he was a rookie, and this guy probably had the worst luck of all the drivers in the New Era Cup Series. And this year, he has just completely turned it around in that Joe Gibbs Racing number 20. So he's currently in 4th position right now. Let's see if we can get the best battle on track here. And that would possibly be Jacob Britz and CJ Williams for a top 10 spot for right now. You don't really have a lot of side-by-side action happening. You see Eric Monaco. Again, he's had a struggle today in that 3 car. How about Owen Miles, though, in the 10 machine? Currently running in the 6th position. His 2nd start in the New Era Cup Series, replacing... I know he's still got the last name on the driver's side and on the rear windshield. Replacing Cody Smart, who pretty much got fired from Stewart Haas Racing for an underwhelming performance. A lot of you people are going to say he quit. Nope. Because of his attitude, he was fired from his ride. So he's running 6th, and he is hunting down Eli Bright for a top 5 spot. He's got a good run here on the 8. Don't be surprised if he makes the run here in turn 3. But Bright goes to the bottom to make sure That doesn't work on Miles. They got really tight. They're up in 3 and 4. And Bright will defend 5th spot. You see Luke Rainey in the 15. He's making his way down pit road. Brian Ferris still running in 4th spot. Daniel Voiles, he's in 3rd now, looking to get by lap traffic. That's Colin Denton. Meanwhile, Lozano, just over 2-second lead right now over Tristan Allen. Just under 30 laps to go. We should have one more pit stop, and that will come with under 10 laps to go. But a yellow would obviously change everything and bring everyone down for the final round of pit stops. So let's confirm here Alex Lozano, where he was coming in 20th. And he's above Neil Clifford. And that's not going to be what the driver that 53 wants for right now. He wants to see Allen win it. Even Daniel Voiles win it. They are outside. They're below Neil Clifford coming in to today's race. And Lozano is being very consistent. He's up in the gap he upped the gap there last time by about 0.08 of a second over Tristan Allen. So right now, Mr. Lozano having a good race for right now. Christian Vargas in the 00. He's had an alright start to the season. Vargas coming in to this race in the point standings. Let's see if we can find him here. He's 25th right now. So it would be pretty tough for him to get a win. You see Ethan Hoffman again down. Some of these drivers should just retire from the race with the issues they've been having all day. Can't get their cars fixed. You see Jonathan Loganex in the pits there. Edwin Mendes currently reigning in 7th. This is going to be a battle for 6th here in a moment. Unless Gatlin Downey decides to turn the 11. Which, you know, that got a little bit close there. Mendes won last week's race. It was a good race at Watkins Glen on the new boot. Well, that's been there for years, but the first time we ever used the boot, so it was near the New Era Cup Series. And Edwin Mendes pretty much dominated the race. Had a lot of clean air. Pretty much after Tyler Marcos got into the wall off turn 4, and him and Diego Rossell got into that accident on the front stretch. That pretty much gave Mendes the win, unless he had a lot of mishaps. But he drove consistently and won the race. He's been in the New Era Cup Series for all 6 seasons. I believe it's the first time in Detroit. And is that fluid out of turn 4 from someone? And here we go. We got some more pit stops. Owen Miles just made his way down. Brian Ferris just made his way down. I swear I'm seeing fluid on this track. I don't know, but I think everyone's coming down for their final stops of the race here. Alex Lozano. No, so I think a lot of drivers here are trying to short pit this one out. I think that's the game plan from a bunch of drivers to short pit here. Top 2. Staying out for right now. I don't see Daniel Voiles anywhere in that 47. I think he came in. Final stops of the race for these drivers happening right now. So we'll watch the 88 and see what he does here off of turn 4. And he's making the way down. Show you the pit road speed here. 50 miles an hour here at the Illinois Fairgrounds. He should be in about the middle of pit road here. Nope, he's got pit stall number 3. Don't mess up the entryway. Good entrance for Alex Lozano, and same with Tristan Allen a little bit. Now, who is going to conserve their tires here as we approach the final 20 laps here of this one? Lozano's going to get out off the jack before Allen does. And I think Lozano should maintain the race lead. It's a slow stop for Tristan Allen as well. A slower stop than usual. This is going to be interesting. I think Daniel Voiles could get... No, Mendes, I think, is going to be in 2nd. I'm not sure how this is going to look. No, Mendes is the race leader. Only driver to not come in yet is Edwin Mendes. I think he's getting ready to come in. Yeah, look how slow that car is going. About to bring that baby to pit road. Yep, he's the only guy that has not come in yet. So we'll watch what the 11 car does here. Started from 40th spot. Ooh, he got on the wall there. That may not look good. Nope, he got on the right sides, though. Maybe some left side damage here, but we'll just have to wait and see where he ends up. Everyone going by right now. And so Alex Lozano, and we can confirm Lozano is the new leader. Once again, as the field has cycled through. There he is, and this is going to be a scorching lead over Mendes. 11 seconds. But now as the field goes by, I think it's going to be Eli Bright who's in second. And what a lead. Like, I'm not joking. Wait till we see this gap here at the stripe. Lozano just went by. See if we can show you here from pit lane 1 who's going to be in second. They're all coming off of turn 4. I think Daniel Voyles had to come in once again as well in that 47. I'm not sure, though. Second, I think, is Eli Bright. Nope, it's Owen Miles. Owen Miles currently stands in second. And let's get them to you as soon as we can. I know, could be why Voyles had another stop. He just blew up in that 47, and this is going to be a long way to get to pit road. And now Lozano's just going to have to hope that a yellow does not come out. So where is Owen Miles anyway in that 10 car? There he is. And Tristan Allen is currently in third position. You got more drivers coming out of the pit lane. But my goodness, Alex Lozano has about a half a track lead over Owen Miles. If he wins it this way, I believe this would be the biggest win in the New Era Cups, biggest margin of victory in the New Era Cup Series this season. And he's pulled away. Third spot, Tristan Allen. And Eli Bright, I think, is a lap down. No, he's more than a lap down. 3 laps down. So Daniel Voyles was the first retiree of the race. It was a clutch issue. This now gives us 13 drivers on the lead lap. And a yellow flag, by the way, a few laps from now, if it does come out, would give us a single file restart. Jacob Britz, he's been able to get his way up to the 3rd position. Tristan Allen's in this pack as well, currently running in 4th. And Zach Ryan is now 5th. I'm not even going to tell you how the playoffs are going to look until this race is over. On who's in and who's out. Because with where everyone is at the moment, I just don't know. So far today, we've only had 2 cautions in this race. One for Diego Rossello and Ethan Hoffman spinning out. That was on lap 2. And the second yellow of the race was for Diego Rossello stopping on the back straightaway. It's been a rough day for Diego Rossello, the points leader. If he finished 3rd or better, he would clinch the regular season championship. But, you know, think of this as well. The top 4 are all in the back of the pack. Rossello's being Fitzwater. He's being Hoffman. He's being Monaco the way he's doing this. And where C.J. Williams is. Where's C.J. Williams? Anyway, he's in 28th. So, and that, my friends, is not going to be enough to put him at 60. Luke Rainey was 80 back coming in. And he's in 36th. Igor Barreto is currently in 17th. And then put him 20 up, I think. Yeah, just about 20 to 19 up. If Igor Barreto, if we could get to him, he's in the 77. There he is. Depending on how he's done in stages, which obviously I don't know for right now. Igor Barreto could be facing off against Diego Rossello for the regular season championship at Daytona next Saturday. Try and see where Carter Friesen is in the 37. There's only 10 drivers that have got a chance at that regular season championship. Friesen's currently in 9th. We can see if we can find him in the 37 machine. There he is. And now with Carter Friesen, he was 109 back. So this would gain him just under 30. So it'd be 77, about between 70 to 80. So for Friesen as well, it's going to depend on the stages. If Barreto or Friesen do not do good in the stages, I believe that Diego Rossello, and we've got to get back to him again. We've been using a lot of V's, shift V's today. Diego Rossello, I think, is going to put this regular season away. Possibly. I'm not sure yet. We'll just have to wait and see. Under 10 laps to go, though, now in the Ace Hardware battle, and right now it's Alex Lozano's race. Was able to get by Eli Bright to take the race lead, and he has had it since. What a car he has had today. 16-second lead over Jacob Britz, and he doesn't even have the fastest lap of the race. It's the 6th fastest lap of the race. A yellow, though, would obviously change everything, but the positives he has for right now is that he has got 5, 6, 6 lap cars that would separate first and second if a yellow came out now. The magic number for the race to end, under caution, would be 5 to go. But the way these guys have been racing, I don't see that yellow coming out anytime soon. And by the way, we just saw Jacob Britz go to second and take that away from Owen Miles. 4th spot right now, Tristan Allen, with despite the left side damage, he's been having a great run in that 98. Zach Ryan, the top 5 in 5th, still has to be still in a must-win situation. It's right when we go next week to Daytona, for a bunch of drivers, it's win or go home, and for a bunch of other drivers, they're technically already eliminated from the playoffs. So we find some other drivers on track. There's Edwin Mendes. He's going a little bit high. Patrick Smith doing some guys. How about Johnny Garner as well in the 2 car? Racing for his grandmother and is currently running in 8th. This is, whatever happens, ooh, Carter Friesen trying to get by for 8th position. Almost turned him there. With this run that Johnny Garner has, this is going to be pretty much a win for him. And then you got Justin Zeidel, currently in the 10th spot, but he may have just lost that to Fitzwater. No, he did not. So a bunch of drivers we do not expect to be running up near the front or having some good performances, especially Owen Miles. I never even expected this guy to be running in the top 10 in the second race of the season that he's been in. And he's got a chance at that runner-up. 4 laps to go. When these two come to the line, Lozano's already crossed it. He's already down the back straightaway. A yellow flag is going to end this race. Alex Lozano is going to get the win here unless he has a crazy situation where he blows up. Tried the entry there, Miles, and that did not work out. And this is definitely going to hurt Neil Clifford. Clifford is going to have some fighting to do. He's going to have to have a better day than Alex Lozano Saturday at the Daytona Super Speedway. Now, this win for Alex Lozano does not make him playoff official, but it will be good enough, though, to put him, to guarantee him that he stays in the top 30 by the end of next weekend. So, Lozano's good there. He just has to make sure at this moment he finishes ahead of Neil Clifford at the end of this weekend, at the end of Saturday night. And he's also got to make sure that a guy above him, like Mitchell Collins, Zach Ryan, etc., those guys I mentioned pre-race, don't get a win above him. Because then, he would be eliminated. And now with Tyler Merkel in the 48, he'll be in. He'll punch his ticket to the playoffs. And the same will go for Patrick Smith. White flag in the air, a mile to go here in Springfield, Illinois. And Alex Lozano, a whopping 20-second lead. Down the backstretch for the final time. The longest green flag run eventually is the final, came from the final restart of the day. A quarter of a mile to go here for Alex Lozano. Dealing with a little lap traffic, but he doesn't care. Alex Lozano win one of the season, coming in the Ace Hardware Battle at Springfield. A big win for him. Now we turn our eyes on second, and it's getting good here. Owen Miles has it. Gritz is stuck on the outside. Here comes Allen looking for fourth. Zach Ryan's in third, and second is going to go to Owen Miles in the 10. That's an awesome performance by the 10 team. Ryan came home third. Allen just got fourth. Britt's fifth. Carter Friesen, there he is, finishes sixth. Patrick Smith is in the playoffs. He finishes seventh. Edwin Mendes coming home eighth. This is John Andrews, very slow on the track. Ninth position goes to Justin Zeidel. Tyler Merkel finishes in the top 10. And that is good enough for Merkel to make it into the playoffs. So a few more spots have been clinched today. Mendes is in. He's punched his ticket officially. Colin Denton, 14th. That's good for him to be in the playoffs. So I believe now that's 10, 11, 12, 13 spots. Yeah, I believe have been punched. We'll get the official standings here in a little bit. But show you the official results. And guys, I'm just going to put a disclaimer out there for those of you that have just tuned in. This race was not a wreck fest. We only had 2 yellows today in this 75-lap showdown. Only one guy did up from the race, and that was Daniel Voiles. So a big win for Alex Lozano in the 88. Let's get you the playoff picture. So here is how the situation looks with one race to go until the playoffs begin. First off, Dio Rossello, 56 points above Zachary Fitzwater. Pretty much one stage is all Rossello will need, and he will be the regular season champion for Season 6 of the New Era Cup Series and get those 15 bonus playoff points. Now, here is the deal with drivers that are in a situation where they gotta have a strong performance if they want to be in. Right now, we have 11 spots punched. Eric Monaco, Eagle Barretto, Brian Ferris, Dio Rossello, Zachary Fitzwater, Ethan Hoffman, C.J. Williams, Carter Friesen, Luke Rainey, Colin Denton, Edwin Mendes. They are all in. Johnny Garner with 2 wins. Not officially in yet. He's 44 points above the top 30. As long as he maintains a top 30 spot and will be in 44 points above, it's pretty much going to be something that could come down to a stage possibly. And that could and a wreck for Garner that could take him out. But it seems likely that Garner would be in. So let's assume he's number 12 then. Here's how everything else looks. Brian Webb looks good. He's 53 points above. One stage, I think he will be in to the playoffs, and that'll be the 13th spot punched. Now, here's the situation with some of these other guys here. Alex Lozano, if he's 31st or better, or finishes ahead of Neil Clifford, he will be in. Patrick Smith, if he's 25th or better, or ahead of the 53, he will be in. Tyler Merkel, it's a little bit tougher for him. If he finishes 18th or better, or ahead of the 53, and as well, make sure that Zach Ryan, Mitchell Collins, Marty Johnson, Nathan Stapleton, if they don't win, if Jesse Turner doesn't win, wins and does not make the top 30, if Stuart Graham doesn't win, he's 17 points behind. Matthew Logan, 20 points behind. He's got to win. Matt Tuck, 22 points behind. He has to win. Steve Morgan, 52 points behind. He's going to have to do a lot of work, win in a bunch of stages. Jonathan Logan, same situation with him. So what this situations mean as well, if you're Mitchell Collins or Zach Ryan, if you win, you're into the playoffs no matter what happens. If you're Marty Johnson, Nathan Stapleton, they've already got to win this season. If they win, as long as they make top 30, which they would, if they win this season. If one of those drivers gets win too, they'll be in. Jesse Turner, if he wins, he's in as long, because remember, Turner's below the top 30 for right now. If he's in the top 30 at the end, he is in. We do have some drivers that are fortunately out of the chance for making a spot in the playoffs. Christian Vargas, Benny Watson, Daniel Voiles, Casey Nanico, Gatlin Downey, Justin Zeidel, Derek Hamill, Eli Bright, John Andrews, and the team of Cody Smart, Owen Miles. I'm sorry, but unfortunately your title quest has come to an end. So Tyler, if you're Tyler Marker, he's probably hoping for one of those guys that are out to get their first win of the season, or a driver that's already punched their ticket into the playoffs gets their second win of the season. But it's all going to come down to next Saturday at Daytona to figure out who will be competing for a championship for the next 2 months. It's going to be a fun one. Let me get the start time set for you here. Start time this Saturday night, 6 o'clock. You do not want to miss out on this. It is going to be insane. The biggest regular season title decider in New Era Cup Series history. Who is going to be competing in the playoffs? Well, we'll find out Saturday. So that's going to do it for our coverage today. I'm Ari Sakala. You've been watching the NOFSRL New Era Cup Series. Congratulations to Alex Lozano on winning the Ace Hardware Battle. Thank you all for tuning in, and so long from Springfield.